sealing the deal. Huge win for them. CFCAT crew, thank you all for joining us tonight. It's boys basketball. Frontier strikes right back. Dredge takes a three in the corner. 3 threes in a row for the Red Hawks. Pulls the three. Yes! What a shot! Oh my God!
Look at that!
And you can kiss that goodbye!
That's the game.
This is exactly how the JV game was going. Hello and welcome to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith, joined tonight on the announcer's table by Tyler Wolkowitz. Welcome back to Goodnow Gymnasium. The Nest is getting ready for the last home game of the boys basketball team. For varsity, they're going to be playing a little bit later tonight. But right now, we have, I think it's just our second coverage. Yeah, second coverage of the JV boys team. Third JV coverage, because we did the girls that one time
right.
for South Hadley / Lennox. But regardless, we're here in Goodnow Gymnasium, and the boys are going to be facing off on the JV level first against the Drury Blue Devils. And we'll get into the stakes of varsity a little bit later, but right now, this is kind of, we're going to get a sneak peek at some of the varsity players, actually, for Drury, because they have a pretty big roster for varsity, Tyler, which it takes a lot of their players from some older players on JV. So a few of the players that you're seeing here, we're going to be seeing here and there in the varsity game as well.
Not only that, also part of our motivation is some of these JV players in the Frontier team are going to be moving up during the playoff season for the Frontier boys.
Yeah. Flex players in case of injury or, just trying to give some of the starters a break. So, and it's always fun, competitive games as the scoring gets started early with Zane Cayley knocking down a layup for the Blue Devils. Last time we covered the JV squad, it was against Greenfield, and now here's a steal up top, coming up the left side and blocked by Xavier Fripp. Gray gets the boards, slings it down the court. LaValle will go to the line. He's fouled by Landon Langenbach.
Yeah, a little bit less of a clean block there on the other side. But, yeah, that full court press, I don't know if you saw it earlier on, but Frontier just got a little bit stumbled there right out front. I'm curious to see this full roster, as you're saying, from the Drury team.
It's a pretty big roster, I mean, especially for a Division V school as well. So LaValle sinks his first 8th grader who has been brought up to varsity twice now. And I believe he's got 6 total points on varsity in the season.
Was that 2 threes?
It was 2 threes, yes.
Very impressive. I love it.
Makes his first and misses his second as it's being brought up by Noah Arnold. He's one of the players on the varsity roster as well. Looking at the 3 there was George. Now back to George on the left wing, guarded by LaValle, closely trying to drive past him. And losing his dribble. Now it's going the other way. It was stolen by LaValle. Cusson brings it up with Fripp. Looking down low, Gray fights for the ball, and we're going to see a foul against Drury again.
Yeah, I mean, nothing too rough there, but it still got in his path, impeded his arms going up for a shot, but they called it right before on the ground.
It was a good cut to the lane as well from Dean Grays. LaValle takes the 3 ball, and it's good. Back of the rim and down.
Very consistent high arc. That's what Coach Josh Morris likes to see from him.
Bobbling the ball, trying to get across half court as the Blue Devils double teamed, spinning the other way, and now he gets it across on the far wing. It's Arnold with it, leaving it to his right with Prenguber. Spinning around in the lanes, back out to Prenguber. Drives to his left, picks it up, pivots, out for a 3. The corner can't knock it down, batting the rebound, and Cusson comes down with it. 3-2 the score right now. Red Hawks leading off a LaValle 3. Picking up his dribble, Fripp pressured immediately by Arnold, and Cusson resets at the logo. Now over to his left, 3 ball, LaValle, stone cold.
Back to back, almost in the same spot as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we were saying, very consistent jump shot from LaValle.
And breaking it across the press again. Now an opening for Arnold. He takes a three. Answer isn't there. Gray with the high boards. Picks up his dribble. Knocked out. Looking back. It's Fripp to get it across half court. Now out to LaValle. Three again. Won't go 3 for 3 at the arc, and pushed away was Gray. Thought there might be a travel there, but contact deferred the call, I suppose.
Guess so. But a player we talked about there, Dean Gray, he's also been moved up a couple times to varsity. He's had a couple, I think he might have got a point or two the other game.
He's got 2. He was moved up only for 1 game. I think it was the last home game that we covered. As Fripp gets a steal at half court, lobs it down, trying to look to the other side, deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Red Hawks.
But as we were saying, Dean Gray also one of the players who gets moved up some flets, and we're looking forward to seeing what he can do in the tournament as well.
Oh yeah,
if needed.
I mean, you hope that he doesn't have to do anything for the sake of the health of the varsity players. It's LaValle stutter steps through the traffic, now back out. Gray driving, picks up his dribble out to Charest. Now it's Fripp on the right wing. Jab and a pass from Gray. The weave, LaValle, and he's going to draw a foul on the right blocks. It's been foul after foul for the Blue Devils early in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, and all of them have been called from like down low by the paint, I believe. So
yeah,
just rough contact going up and around the hoop.
They're playing physical defense, and you can't fault them too much for that, but just not cleanly. So now it's over to Gray at the elbow. Post entry with LaValle back out.
Good decision.
Cussin on the right wing loses the ball, out of bounds, will stay. Risky decision to not go after it, or at least kind of screen it a bit.
That was a slow bounce.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got me worried for a second there.
Absolutely.
Cussin got to get it in, and now it's in with Gray over to Fripp. Cussin on the right wing, looking down low, far corner. Fripp guarded closely. LaValle gets it through the hands of Noah Arnold. Now trying to weave through traffic, stripped and off the glass.
Nice. Great finish there. Yeah, you did see why he's being moved up.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's fighting for every bucket. Him and Gray have just great tenacity on the court. Now in the corner, fakes, and down goes Gray. And it's going to be a foul on Gray. He went down and threw the legs out of number 12. Looking for someone is Drury out top. Thought about the three, sends it back out, and lofts it in. It jumped out. Oh, that was a great floater, just couldn't get it down. It was Noah Arnold. Now turns his back to LaValle, who rips a three, can't get it to fall. Riggins keeps it in play. Fake, back out to Riggins from Fripp. Sees Charest on the left wing. Charest drives. Off the glass, too far. And now picked up by Foucher. Shane Foucher leaves it for Noah Arnold. At the point, three ball, knocks it down. J.J. Prenguber.
Good shot there from the top of the key.
Riggins dumps it down. Gray, three ball, little too far, and LaValle smacks it out.
Yeah, good attempt there by LaValle for the recovery, but it's a bit too far. Didn't have enough space in between him and his defender.
Again, the high press, and Kupcha keeps it in play. It's going the other way, but some good hustle, and he almost got a steal out of it and a fresh offensive possession for the Redhawks.
Absolutely, yeah. Riggins has a lot of potential, but he's very young. And it shows.
Yeah. Getting trapped there was the Blue Devils, and they turn it back over. Can't get it across half court.
Yeah, very slow transitions here, and they're often failing for this Drury team.
And now a whistle's being blown. Thought it was a timeout by the Blue Devils for a second, and now some conversation between the officials.
Yeah. Seem to be conferring.
Perhaps about the possession, spot of the inbound. And now he's going over to the scorer's table for an explanation. I feel like it might have to be something about the possession here. There was no foul called on any recent plays, so still getting the explanation to the scorer's table. Now Drury's coaches want some explanation.
Change of time?
Perhaps. I wasn't looking at the clock, and still some commotion. I mean, the players are getting restless here. And now they'll finally inbound it. Red Hawks still have the basketball. Up top, jab step, drive, step back, looking for someone, and bobbled pass by Charest from LaValle. Kupcha swings it around. It's almost stolen, but now Fripp has a lane. Out to Charest in the corner. Fripp, backdoor try, denied.
Wow, great hands there.
Great clean block down low, and almost loses the ball as he comes across half court. Getting deep in his bag. Thought about a three. Prenguber knocks it down. It looked like LaValle got a hand on the ball, but he still powered it through.
Yeah, very impressive show of strength. Ooh,
as that's nice. A great pass down low, and it draws the foul by Dean Gray. Looks like it's going to be on Arnold. Yep.
Another look at that. Yeah, blocked him from the behind. It's a good attempt, though. It was a really good foresight there, finding the player under the hoop.
Misses his first shot, and it looks like we're going to be having a fresh set of Blue Devils, maybe? No, just two. There's a few players sitting on the bench right by the scorer's table, but a couple subs as well for the Red Hawks.
It's one advantage of having a deep bench, Mason. You can often trade out players and have younger lungs out there, keeping everyone's breath fresh.
0 for 2 is Gray at the nail, picked up by Isaiah Grandchamp. Now being brought up by the Devils. Blue Devils swing it back down, pop it back out on the left wing. Looking down low, Kupcha intercepts. Now it's going the other way with LaValle. Left wing, stutter step, driving up top. The fake, the drive, slings it back out. Now he's got a lane. Kupcha out wide, 3-ball, LaValle can't knock it down. Boards get kept by the Red Hawks. This was Kaimi Taylor who got some airtime. 3-ball, Fripp not there. Boards loose with the Blue Devils. And getting knocked down is LaValle. Didn't quite see what outlined the play there, as Gray will foul him as he puts up the shot. That's going to be Vern Percy, who's going to go to the line here. It's the Red Hawks' second foul of what's been a very fast-paced first quarter so far, despite that one rather large stoppage of time when they were trying to figure out possession or clock difference. I'm not sure still.
Yeah, and highly irregular. That was
very definitely. Wild. Oof. Barely misses that one. Hit the back rim and then just bobbled out. But it's Percy at the line right now. Second shot coming up. It's 8-7. Red Hawks leading by 1. Percy has a chance to tie it up with 1:44 to go in the first quarter. And he can't. And
lane violation.
Wow. Well, that's a rarity too. You don't see that very often. I didn't quite see who that was called on, but it looked like it was either LaValle or Fripp.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't quite see the foot.
So he gets a second attempt on that second free throw, which he just missed. Misses again. And we've got another lane violation. It looks like it is on Fripp, and he can't understand the call. And he's standing pretty far back now. So a third attempt on this second free throw.
Yeah.
I doubt he'll move at all, and he doesn't, but he knocks it down.
Coach Orr just telling him to hold still. That was hysterical.
So after 2 lane violations, which I've never seen before, the Red Hawks keep it alive with a diving catch by Kaimi Taylor. And deflected out of bounds, it's going to stay. Taylor goes flying.
Good sportsmanship there, helping him back up.
And sub coming in for the Blue Devils, it's going to be Alex Bergeron onto the floor. Fripp on the trigger, lost it up top. And the pass was a little too far for LaValle. On the lane, back door, doesn't go. Poked free, and the Blue Devils still have it. Fade away, too far, smacked out, and
going the other way was the same.
It looked like, yeah, it did look like it was touched. He was trying to dive and keep it in. He got a hand on it, but couldn't save it. Well, that was a huge smack from Dean Gray
to get it out of nowhere as well. That was something.
Kupcha lofts it up. Not there. Boards going the other way with Zane Cayley, who slows it down. Cayley, with a minute to go, comes across half court, guarded by Riggins Kupcha. Out to the left wing. Prenguber. Now with Cayley. Cayley. Coach Rohr was calling for a travel there as that's floated up. Boards go to the Red Hawks with Dion. 45 seconds to go. 8-8 tie in the first quarter. Taylor thought about the three, leaves it for Gray. Back on the left wing, it's Fripp. Gray's up top. He gets the ball. Thought about a shot, drives, double teamed out to Taylor. Looking for someone, it's Kupcha. On the far sideline, 15 to shoot, spinning around, back down to Taylor, fakes, drives, gets knocked down, or no, he knocked down his defender and loses the ball. Almost sent it right out of bounds. The passing game has been tough for both of these teams. Several turnovers late in the first quarter. But the shot clock is dark, 10 seconds, now 8. Cayley up top, swinging around, fake, drive, out to Cayley, 3 ball, won't go at the buzzer.
Wow.
And we're tied after 8 minutes of the first quarter, 8-8. Pretty simple math there. You got a point a minute.
Yep.
And it kind of felt like that too, a decent amount of free throws as well. So we're really chipping it in one at a time here on the JV slate.
Yeah, it was a very chaotic, fast-paced scene at the end for the most part, but not many shots were landing, except right at the front, right at the beginning from Landon LaValle, 2 back-to-back threes.
I think that I've been keeping some pretty good track of the points here, and he's got all 8 points for the Red Hawks right now with
he made the
twos and the 2 threes.
Yeah.
So I think I marked him down for 1 extra point because it was a 2-pointer, deep 2 instead of a 3-pointer. But a bit more spread out for the points on the Blue Devils side of things. But as we said, I mean, we're seeing some players that we're going to see later on tonight in the varsity matchup. And let's talk a little bit about the varsity while we have this break between the quarters here, Tyler. This is, as we said, the last homestand game for the Red Hawks in the regular season. Their last game of the season is going to be this upcoming Tuesday against Pioneer at Pioneer, and we won't be able to cover that because we've got the rescheduled girls game that's happening. That was going to happen yesterday. We had the snow day, and now they're playing on the same day. So unfortunately, we won't be able to go out and cover the boys' game against Pioneer for their last game. But I mean, they've got themselves in a really great position for their league and their division as well. 11-5 their record right now, coming into this game ranked 3rd in the Hampshire South League and 24th in Division 4.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. They have pretty good standing, and we're very curious to see how they're going to go in Western Mass and States.
Yeah, and in Western Mass, they're in Class B, 7th seed right now. They've been holding pretty steady there, not really moving up or down. It's just been a little bit, towards the bottom of there's 8 teams total that are going to play in Western Mass. So out of those 8, they're ranked 7th. But, I mean, with the classes, it can be some much tougher competition, especially in the basketball field. But
right.
We'll get into that a little bit more during the varsity game when we talk about the stakes for that, as Kupcha and the Red Hawks are back on defense. Fripp on the coverage now. Up top with the Blue Devils against Dean Gray. Leaves it hanging at the point. Trying to drive the other way, and Riggins Kupcha strips the ball away. Lofts it over, intercepted, spike down. Dion grabs it out for Fripp. Thought about a deep ball. Taylor in the far corner sends it back up top. And Riggins Kupcha going to reset, pressured up high at the logo. Gray looking back to Kupcha. He's going to drive it himself, and he knocks it down. Big man in the paint.
Yeah, very dominant force going right there, driving to the right side of the hoop. Love to see it.
And that's the Dean Gray we've gotten used to in this season. Whenever we always watch the JV games, you know, the tail end of them before we cover the varsity games. They're so much fun to watch. I mean, Gray's just been an absolute force of destruction in between the blocks.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best way to put it.
So now it's up top for the Blue Devils. Stripped away by Taylor. Loose. Taylor's going to get it, and he's got a one-on-one situation here, and he can't knock it down. Gray knocks the boards away. Dion slings it up top, and the Hawks reset, slows some things down. Kupcha sees Fripp at the elbow. Now it's Dion. Thought about a three. Backdoor try. Fripp too far. Gray put back.
There it is. He just got in there really quick. The defense didn't have time to react, and he just put it up. Exactly what you want to see. That was fantastic.
And it's going to be a timeout called by the Blue Devils here. After that pretty dominant sequence by the Red Hawks, scoring 4 points just right off the bat, give themselves a 4-point lead in the second quarter.
Right, it may not seem much there, but that was a really good time to stop the momentum. Just Frontier started to build it there. You could tell even the small little crowd that is gathered here at the JV part was already erupting for that.
Yeah.
Quick little decisive play.
And both of those baskets coming from Dean Gray as he opens up his score sheet early in the second quarter here. But, I mean, what's creating those opportunities, Tyler, is what has been the bread and butter for the Red Hawks this whole season so far, and is going to continue to be on the varsity level going into the tourney season, and it's playing the pass. You play the pass, you get the steals, you get the transition buckets, and you take home wins.
Right, exactly. Like, this is a team that preaches its quickness, its swiftness, but
yeah,
they're not always the fastest, so just these little shortcuts that they could take, like focusing on the pass, is very key.
Because, I mean,
exactly
you can always have one or two players that they've got a great bag, amazing handles, and they can just blow right past you and get some easy buckets, or you run to a John Brior, kind of player. And that's really hard to stop. But if you can stop the ball from even getting to them, that is your best case scenario, as the Blue Devils are getting locked up, and that is a 10-second violation. Absolute clamps from Frontier coming into the second quarter here.
Yeah, their full court press hasn't been too successful thus far, but right there, that ended that streak. Very impressive job.
As Kupcha sends it out to the right wing. Coming back on the left side, it's Gray who rolls it in.
Great finish. It's just been Gray and LaValle thus far. Good points.
As that's knocked back into the backcourt, and Taylor gets a steal, and he's going to draw a foul on the low blocks from Noah Arnold. I mean, the finesse down low is just remarkable from these players, Tyler.
Absolutely. You see Taylor all the time. He's delaying the last second until he puts his arm up, and he's drawing every foul he can. Super
fantastic.
Impressive.
Yeah, and I mean, we talk about the kind of players we're seeing on JV and like the kind of show they can put on here, and also the depth they have on their bench. I mean, they have several of their starters on the bench, and they're still performing so well and with so much talent out on the floor. I mean, this is going to be a formidable team in 2-3 years when they get up to the varsity level.
Absolutely, yeah. I've been thinking the same thing. Definitely hoping they'll come back and see some of it.
Oh, absolutely.
They have a chance to be great.
Going to be a lot of fun to watch these guys mature on the floor, as that is sent around the horn from the back door. Spin move, drive, lofted up. Prenguber can't knock it down. Gray on the boards, up to Kupcha. 14-8 the score. Kupcha sees a lane, can't get the bucket. Released it a little too late under the backboard. Just bringing it up for the Blue Devils was Foucher. Over to Arnold. Arnold surveying the floor, looking for someone. Not sure if that was a block shot or if he was throwing it behind him on that drive.
I think it was a bit of a soft pass.
Yeah. But shot clock running out. 5 seconds. Got to find an opening. And it's going to be at the point for three. Can't knock it down. Fresh clock. And Drury keeps the ball. Driving down low, lofting it down.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell this is a JV team. Like, Gray is a fantastic player, but right there made the rookie mistake of just having a hand on the ball. You have to clamp it down as soon as it comes in your grasp.
But this is a fast-moving JV game.
Absolutely.
As a deep ball is sent up by Riggins, not there, a little too far, picked up by Grand Champ. And brought across half court off the pass by Arnold in the far corner. It's Prenguber. 4 minutes to go in the first half, 14-10. Red Hawks lead the Drury Blue Devils. 2 subs in the wings for Frontier. 15 seconds to shoot for the Blue Devils. Handing it off to Grand Champ. At the far point, looking for someone down low. Prenguber bobbled the pass and loses it to Fripp. Played back to Riggins. Bringing it up now on the left wing. Fripp dumps it down. On the left blocks, back out. Riggins fakes the 3, out to Fripp. Triple, not there. Boards stay with Kupcha. Now it's Gray. He wants a 3. Can't buy it. Loose boards back to Dean Gray. Hawks dominating some possession on 2 straight offensive rebounds, and they'll lose it on the 3rd attempt.
Great offensive rebounds. They just kept having so many attempts, but nothing landed.
And it looks like we're going to have a foul. Yep, that's going to be on Xavier Fripp. Jake Charest and Connor Cunningham going to come in for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, I like to see a lot of line change-ups here. I think that's exactly what you need to do in some JV games. Really have some players get some experience.
It's Arnold.
Variety.
Now a jab fake, swinging it out in the far corner. Puts up the J and he knocks it down. That's Langenbach, who just checked in. As now it's Charest with the ball. Sends it out to the near corner, swinging around the horn. Taylor, the recipient on the far side. Driving, guarded, gets the ball knocked down, and it's out to Cunningham. He drives out to Charest. Near corner. Kupcha sends it over to Charest. Now Cunningham wants the 3, knocks it down.
Hot off the bench, love it.
That was only a 2. I did think I saw his his foot right on the line there, barely. But Cunningham knocks down the deep 2, backdoor feed. Wow, that was beautiful, man.
Fantastic extended one-arm bounce pass right into the paint.
Now it's going to be a timeout taken by Coach Tim Hoare and the Red Hawks, as it's a 2-point game once again here in Goodnow Gymnasium. And as we circle back to the varsity game, Tyler, I mean, it's been one that we've been anticipating as well. These 2 teams faced earlier in the season. It was a loss for the Red Hawks. It was an away game at Drury, of course. They lost 59-47. We talked to a few of the players, and they told us that the situation at the end of the game was it was a close game, and it just came down to free throws, and Drury was able to pull away more and make it seem like a bigger win than it was. So having not watched any film of that game and taking the players' word for it there, they've been relatively trustworthy for us so far this season. You know,
yeah. That was earlier in the season. There must be some elements of home court advantage. I'm sure they had it packed.
Totally.
So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot to consider. But, I think this late in the season is going to be a much different kind of game. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, both of these teams are hungry for some good playoff spots. Drury currently with an 11-4 record. One of just 2 teams that are ranked higher than Frontier in the Hampshire South League. They're ranked 2nd behind the undefeated Pioneer Valley Panthers, who they played just 3 days ago. They lost to them 36-53, of course.
Right.
And I mean, there's no shame in that. Pioneer's been a dominant force in this league for a long time, and especially this year, as that ball is stripped and after a few bobbles taken away, and they're trying to get it over to Langenbach. He's in the near corner, guarded by Cunningham. But at the point, it's Arnold, and he is going to draw a foul from Kupcha. He's reached too much contact there as he was trying to blow past him.
Yeah. A bit of a rough play there. Couldn't quite connect to anything.
Langenbach seems to be a pretty early target as he checks in onto the floor. And that was a great post move, just couldn't finish. Kupcha Now it's down low. Gray tries the back door, gets his own boards out to Kupcha, fakes the shot, slings it across, picked off with ease by the Blue Devils.
Good look. He saw the passing lane and collapsed it.
Playing very similar to how the Redhawks have been comfortably playing so far this season. He's got a lane down the blocks, can't finish the lay. Charest down low, knocks a man down, sends it out. Cunningham drives, loses the ball, and they turn it over. Here come the Blue Devils. A minute to go in the half. 2-point game in favor of the Redhawks. Charest, 3 ball, not there. Loose boards, no one went for it. Spinning around, it's an open shot, and he can't knock it down. No interior defense for the Redhawks on that sequence.
Great effort there from that Drury player.
Langen back, and Kupcha can't knock down the 3. Boards, loose, wrestled for. Jump ball, Charest made that happen for Frontier.
Yeah, Langen back was all over the place there. That's exactly what you got to be with a smaller stature. So, yeah, good way to
Absolutely.
show up. Good way to show up.
37 seconds to go. It's going to stay with Frontier. There's a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock right now. Inbound, out to Gray. Now LaValle, who just checked in. Taylor in the near corner, taking it back out top. Sees Kupcha on the other wing. Sends it across the court. Gray with an opening down low. Can't finish the job. Loose boards. Kupcha has it. Shot clock is off. Deep 3. LaValle can't nail it. And the boards are going to go to Drury as it was knocked out of bounds by Jack Kais.
This last play here might change the tide for the score. 1.5.
Rolling it on the ground to save some time. 15 seconds to go. Shot clock is dark. Now 10 seconds. 8 seconds on the left wing. Looking for a step back. Passes it over. Arnold, 3 ball. Not there. And LaValle slings it down. It's too late.
Good attempt there to try to make something happen, but couldn't quite find anyone in time.
Not sure LaValle realized what the situation was. He just took a little bit too long surveying the floor, it looked like.
I think he might have lost track of time as well. Just maybe thought it was over right then there.
But as we head into halftime here, it's a 2-point lead for the Redhawks on the JV side of things. And the varsity teams take the floor during halftime to warm up for their 7:30 game, a big one. It's the last league game as well for Drury, as their last game is going to be against Hoosick on Tuesday as well. For Frontier, of course, last league game is going to be that Tuesday game against Pioneer. But we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a thriller. Stay tuned for that one at 7:30, but we're going to be right back with the second half of JV. Redhawks against the Blue Devils at the Nest. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith, and we switched color commentators during the half. Our good friend Braden Repold on the mic with me here in the second half, and for the rest of the night as well. Tyler slacking, getting off the mic, as that's a big save, but not in time. Big motion from the official to send it the other way. Braden's wearing a very nice hat right now.
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful. I'm being dressed up right now as we speak.
But it's a 16-14 game in favor of the Redhawks as we come to the second half. Out to Charest. He fakes on the left wing, gets stripped, can't save it, and it's going the other way.
I'm fighting this hat right now, Mason.
Well, you gotta put the headset over it.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
That's it. Oh, jeez. Well, hold on. Is there a way we can? That's me. Hold on. That's you. Okay. We'll turn Brain down for a moment. One-man show for a second here. So send it across the court. In the far corner, faking the three, sends it out high. Arnold didn't want it. He had an opening. Back out to Noah Arnold. Driving to his right. Gets an opening, and still with Drury after a struggle, can't knock it down. Boards go with Charest as Zane Cayley almost recovered for Drury. No score change after a minute of play. LaValle with an opening after the steal attempt. Another steal attempt, and this one goes this time for the Blue Devils. Driving, Pengruber! Huge effort down low. Braden's almost finished. I think we're going to have a good result over here. Cussin almost loses the ball. And looking for someone, he's got Gray on the left wing. Gray driving through traffic, denied. And we're going to have a foul. He's going to the line. How are you feeling right now, Braden?
I'm making it work, you know. It's a process right now. It definitely looks.
Oh, yeah, it is a look.
Yeah.
It is, I mean, it's a shame we don't have a camera on us right now.
Unfortunately, and you can see the beautiful view that is the hat on my head right now.
Yeah. I don't know if it's very fitting for the USA theme that we have tonight. I've got my USA jersey on. No one can see it, but it says Curry on the back. Yeah, Olympic Curry, man.
They just got Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah, they did. We could make a whole podcast about all of that stuff going on right now.
Yeah,
3-ball, Pengruber not there, and not saved in time again. Going for the Redhawks. You know, sometimes I think how interesting it would be on the topic of those trades if high schools could trade players around.
That would be pretty cool, but also at the same time really messy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, on the actual personal level of high school, you know, trying to keep up with classes and, like, have a life.
Traded. Well, then imagine, like, going to practice at, like, a different school just because you got traded.
Oh, and, yeah.
Like, where do you get traded to? What if you're, like, an hour away? Then you have a whole commute just to go to some practice in.
It would be crazy. 3-ball, Gray can't knock it down. A little too far. He gets his own boards off a deflection. Now it's up top. Fripp trying to space out his Cussin, and now he gets the ball almost taken away. Charest has an opening through traffic. Can't get there. And jump ball caused by Landon LaValle as it was a 1-on-3, it looked like.
Yeah. Pressure down there in the paint. Mason, would you mind giving me a little overview of the game? I'm just kind of popping in here. What have we been seeing so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of back and forth. Drury's been keeping pace with Frontier pretty well, but some physical gameplay, as you can see right there.
You mean.
Yeah, a lot of fouls have been racked up. I haven't been able to keep track of all of them, which is kind of tells you something.
Yeah, it's concerning.
But Pengruber has been a big force for the Blue Devils so far in this game. He's wearing number 2 right now. I don't believe he's out on the court at the moment. No, he is trying to make a block on the Valley, and he does beyond the arc. He was looking for a lob for a moment.
Yeah.
It's being brought up by Noah Arnold. But he's got 7 points on the night with the ball in the far corner right now. Getting it up top. Pulls the J short off the front rim. But on the flip side of things for the Redhawks, it's been LaValle and Gray being the big stories from beyond the arc and down low. Cashing in plenty of points for the Redhawks as Charest puts up a 3. Can't knock it down. Boards taken by the Blue Devils. And almost taken away. Now it is by Charest, covered up, and it's going to be a jump ball. Going with Frontier. Or no, I actually don't think there was a jump ball. It was a timeout called by Coach Hoare.
Oh, I think
in time.
Yeah. Does that mean the Drury's going to keep possession, or is it Frontier's ball?
I think it's going to be Frontiers.
Yeah.
Tress was pretty solidly on top of it.
No, he was not letting go.
But yeah, I mean, in summary, Braden, we've had a pretty close game. It's a 1-point game right now.
In third quarter.
Like I said, very physical, and it's been only a couple players on the receiving end of points, but everyone's really been doing their own effort of chipping in and really trying to wear down the other team. It's been a pretty competitive JV game.
Love to see that from junior varsity.
And something I was saying to Tyler during the first half was also that we're going to be seeing several of the JV players possibly in varsity tonight as well. Yeah. It's a big varsity roster, as you can see, for the Blue Devils. So several of the JV players are getting a sneak peek
good for
at
them.
Varsity right now. But, I mean, that's something you can expect. Drury is a Division V school, so a bit smaller than Frontier, but, I mean, They do have a bigger varsity roster than Frontier does, as a matter of fact. And looks like some confusion from the scorers table about some substitutions that happened that they didn't catch. That's what it looks like over there. Oh, but you did miss. There was a very long stoppage, which we're still not sure what happened. It was a change of possession, and there was about a 30-second conversation between one of the officials and the scorers table. This is a unique exchange, and 2 lane violations in a row. In a row by Xavier Fripp, as now there's blood on the floor. That was caught by one of the
people at the score table.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, that is a first.
Second stoppage of play here?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have it.
Who's bleeding?
I'm not sure. It looks like it's in front of Frontier's bench. We're going to have to clean it up. It's the rules. You can't have...
No, you can't play through that.
Yeah, you can't have blood or, you can't have fluid on the court. That's, yeah.
And then, worst case, it's blood, which it is, so...
Yeah, and I mean...
The last thing you want on the floor when you're playing, you want to slip in somebody's blood.
Exactly. If someone's bleeding, you want to figure out who it is.
Oh, exactly,
and, if you might be able to stop it.
I wonder what janitor's coming in now.
Yeah. Well, we have another. I mean, this game has been full of some odd stoppages. I just told you about
surprises
it.
Here.
Yeah. But, I mean, as we were talking about a little bit before, we're looking forward to the varsity game tonight. It's the second to last league game for the Red Hawks in this season, regular season, before they go into the Western Mass tournament. They're currently very big. Drury is one of just two teams, who is ranked above Frontier in the Hampshire South League. Frontier's ranked 3rd. Drury is 2nd, and of course, I mean, you could probably guess who's first. Pioneer is, we said it before on the stream, but undefeated. I mean, led by Braden Thayer, Kurt Redeker is, amazing team, really. Yeah. That is who they're playing last, actually. So
really?
it's a tough last couple games for them. I mean, they're on a 3-game win streak right now. The boys varsity beat Greenfield in that overtime game, beat Southwick 77-40, and they just beat Hopkins 65-45. So they're coming on a hot streak. I would say the Blue Devils are too, but they faced off against Pioneer just 3 days ago. So
didn't go too well.
Yeah, it's a tough place to be as Pioneer still remains undefeated, as that was a pass behind Fripp taken away by Kaylee. Sent up top, pulling the floater, and it drops down. Shane Foucher, he's been all over the floor so far this game, but that's his first points.
It seems like he's been doing a lot so far from the little I've watched.
Yeah, playing up high on defense as well, as now Gray just runs through everyone, and it looks like he's going to be going to the nail.
Good move by Gray. Charge the paint.
And it's going to be a foul on Zane Cayley. And, I mean, the story for the JV game so far. Actually. He's not shooting 2? Oh, it looked like he held up the 2 shots. But you're right. Inbound. Red Hawks with it. Gray looking for someone. Gets it down low. Oh, and a beautiful find and finish.
Some great court vision there.
Jack Cussin on the bucket for the Red Hawks. 3 ball. Prenguber can't find it, and looks like we're going to have a foul. I think that's a foul on Cussin right there.
Yeah, I think it was a push.
Yeah, trying to get the boards. But as I was saying, Brayden, I mean, the storyline for tonight again with the JV's teams is a lot of great play and just not a lot of great finishes.
No, yeah.
As another example of that, a great look, just can't find the bottom of the net.
Is this a
Kaylee
double-sided here, both ways, or just one team?
Both of them. I mean, it's been some really great offensive draw-ups and just can't find the bottom of the bucket as Gray.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. Getting ripped away by Arnold. Huge show of strength as he beats the double team. 3 ball from the far corner. Short from Prenguber. Gets his own boards. Trying to sling it around wide. 3 ball from the other side. It's short. Cussin gets the boards. Spinning around over to Fripp. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. Stutter step gets across half court. Kupcha in the wings to check in. Charest thought about it. Drives, spin move. Oh, can't find it. And he gets his own boards and one. Shot didn't go, but he goes to the nail. Well, that's a huge effort from Jake Charest.
Beautiful move. I mean, I see what you mean with not being able to finish it there. I mean,
yeah,
beautiful move, beautiful play. A lot of great vision. I think the shot's just not there. It doesn't seem like from either team.
Yeah, it's been frustrating for the players as well, it seems.
I'd imagine, yeah. I mean, when you're playing like that and you have such a great look and you're just not able to finish, I know how that feels. It's very degrading.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the way that they're playing. They're playing great.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, I mean, plain and simple, they haven't been able to finish their shots. But Charest does that time around, extending the lead to 2 for the Red Hawks. It's been a very stagnant score, keeping pace with what we've been saying so far. But
yeah, but I mean, it's been pretty close all game. I mean, we see right now it's just a 2-point differential. That's one possession right there at the game.
Yeah. Charest will make it a 3-point game. So he goes 2 for 2. Full court press for the Red Hawks. They've gotten a few stops like this so far tonight as Prenguber gets across with some nice handles. Thought about a 3. And Foucher sends it up top. Now Kaylee with the spin around, not there. And that is Charles Tuzlowski who comes down with it. Kupcha sees Gray all alone. Can't get the bucket, it falls out. And again. And you can see, I mean, Gray's upset with himself. He usually makes those.
I mean, I can see why he would be.
As Kaylee brings it up with Prenguber. Kaylee at the point, guarded closely by Fripp. Prenguber with the screen and the backdoor try picked off by Jake Charest. Going the other way, trying to pick up some speed. Pulls on the brakes. Fripp out wide. 3 ball, can't knock it down from Tuzlowski. And the boards are ripped away from Dean Gray by Alex Bergeron. Sent up to Prenguber and the underhand lay couldn't fall down. I mean, but now Gray has a big opening and he'll find the bottom of the bucket that time around.
Beautiful finish.
And a heck of a pass too.
I know, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good court vision and a lot of like moments where you can see the court vision come into play. But then it just comes all back down to not being able to finish it. Because there's been so many for both teams. And we saw it just last play before Dean got the bucket there for Drury.
It's Kaylee.
Got it finally.
There's an answer right there.
Right?
1:30 to go in the third quarter. 3-point lead for the Red Hawks. Tuzlowski with it. Up top, Fripp driving to his right. Tuzlowski in the near corner. Drives, seeing an opening. Kupcha for 3. Can't knock it down. Tuzlowski hands it off to Gray off the boards. And one down low. It's Dean Gray, because who else would it be? He breaks 10 on the night at 11 points.
Is he the lead scorer on the night?
Yes, he is with that. He's going to overtake LaValle. Yeah.
He seems like he's a great paint finisher down there. He's also really good at working his way down from the paint, from the perimeter.
Oh, absolutely.
He cuts up through traffic, and he'll put his body in the line too, running through people.
Oh my
very
God,
much so,
yeah.
and he'll still get the ball up when there's people smacking at it the whole time. And he's got the end one.
3-point play. Big stuff from Dean Gray. Very promising for varsity if it comes to it. He will play in the tournament as Prengruber somehow stays with the ball, gets the pass off to Cayley, back out to Prengruber, opening for the 3, drives deep 2, not
Very
there, boards with Cayley, spin around, jumper not there. Fripp has the ball. It was ripped away. Zane Cayley on the putback. What an effort, my God.
He really likes that spin move.
Oh, he does.
That post fade there.
It's been working for him. It's the backdoor feed.
Passing.
Gray. Dean Gray. Wow. 14 points. And it's not even the end of the third quarter yet. 30 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Now 25. Prengruber double teamed. Thought about a deep 3. Now at the point, it's the Blue Devils. Looking. Falls back. 15 seconds. Cayley checking the clock. Zane Cayley at the logo, guarded by Fripp. Cayley, stutter step, driving to his right, sees a man, 3 ball, can't get it in from the corner. Prengruber on the boards, the fade, it's too far.
He ran into his own teammate, you see that?
Yeah.
Self-pick.
Jeez, tough look for the Blue Devils at the buzzer of the third quarter right there, and it's a 6-point lead for Frontier, biggest lead we've seen at the end of a quarter so far this game.
Yeah, I mean, with the defense that was just being played by Frontier, that was outstanding right there. I mean, they're full court pressing, man-to-man. They could not get a good shot off, so they just had to take what they got. But then miscommunication on the court, one player into another, that just kind of made it a little worse.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see, look at that backdoor feed. That was beautiful. From Gray down to Cusson. That was from a little while ago. But, I mean, that's just some beautiful stuff right there. As Gray, just look at that.
Court vision.
Amazing. That's just so fun to watch, you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's the highlights you could watch all day.
Really talented player.
Absolutely. I mean, him and LaValle as the picks to be the flex players in the tournament season for the Red Hawks I think it's a great choice by Coach Morse. They offer some more diverse and specific talent.
Most definitely, yeah.
To the varsity lineup, and it's not the kind of thing where they're just coming in to replace someone. They're adding their own qualities, you know. And it looks like actually it was LaValle who was bleeding.
Really?
On the floor. Look at his nose. He has a little tissue paper in his right nostril, so he's the culprit in the stoppage over there. So he's got a wad of paper stuffed up his nose right now.
Maybe he cut a ball to the face or something. Maybe an elbow, even worse.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's been a pretty serious physical game.
Oh, very.
So now we got the pep band setting up to our far right for the varsity game as Prengruber gets the inbound behind half court. And we've got 8 minutes to decide this JV matchup. The prelude to varsity at 7:30. Swung back up top in the near corner looking for someone. Now he dribbles back up top. Sends it to the far side. Looking back to Prengruber, but it's on the left wing. Driving gets bumped. Prengruber with it. Sees a lane. Drives. Denied.
Swatted by Dean Gray.
That's clean. It looked like the ref was about to give a motion, but no. As LaValle really thought about that one as he was pressed. As Taylor is going to draw the foul as he just laid his life on the line.
I mean, good to see some effort coming. He just came in.
Especially with the bloody nose, too.
Oh, right,
I mean, huge stuff. As Taylor goes to the nail right there. Trying to extend a 6-point lead. It's been a very close game up until this point. Frontier kind of pulled away a little bit. They continue to do so. As Taylor, despite being a huge presence on the floor, getting his first points in the game right there. Taylor looking at his second shot. He goes 2 for 2. Blue Devils bring it up. Looking over to Shane Foucher. Tightrope act, gets it down low. Big man.
Great defense.
Can't get it to fall off the glass. LaValle gets knocked down, and it's going to be a foul on Vern Percy right as he checks into the game.
Unfortunate.
And that's the dangerous thing about being a big man, right, Braden?
No, yeah,
I mean,
putting your body on the line there, you're definitely gonna take some bumps and stuff. So.
Oh, absolutely. And the other thing, I mean, you gotta be careful for your own body, but I mean, having good control of your body. Free ball, yeah. LaValle can't knock it down. But having good control of your body and keeping your limbs tight.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
That is going the other way. Huge stop with the hands on the dribble.
Shifting the energy, momentum.
Oh man, that was a tough play to make. He was really
most definitely, yeah.
He was hugging the sideline, trying to make that as difficult as possible. Kupcha.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Dimed up.
That was just stupid. That was ridiculous.
What a pass.
I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. It looked like it was intended for Gray, and it went right through his hand, straight to Cunningham. Spin move. Big man can't find it. Percy just can't knock it down. That was a great post move, though.
I know, right?
I mean, this is just so fun to watch. I mean, like we've said so many times, the play is fantastic, and these are such great players. It's just... the rim's got to be cursed right now as it goes through the hands. Kupcha, as he falls out of bounds, he gets the steal off. Wow. 10-point lead for the Redhawks. Taylor with the jab, drive, out to Kupcha. He's got a screen up high. Cunningham, three ball, not there. Boards go the other way with the Blue Devils. High dribble.
Right into the crowd.
Wow.
Concerned in my comrade Esther at the moment.
Yeah.
It's looking like it was.
It's a timeout called, I believe, by the Blue Devils. But, I mean, man, the momentum has just completely flipped. I mean, I know you weren't here for the first half, but it was just back and forth. No one had an advantage at all.
I mean, yeah, I came in with a score basically almost tied up. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a 1-point lead at the half for the Redhawks. And, I mean, they've just taken complete control of this game. Late in the third quarter and have continued to do so in the first half of the fourth here.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they've been a lot more dominant. I mean, they're still getting those same looks, like those really great plays, but it seems like they're connecting a lot more now, which is good to see. Yeah,
starting to find their rhythm on the floor when they're taking their shots, and I mean, that's huge. Drury still, like, feeling themselves out, just not really, I mean, just plain simple, they aren't connecting, you know?
Yeah.
And like we've said, I mean, you got to give them all kinds of credit for just the way they've been playing, their tenacity, their energy. It's been, I mean, through the roof. It's been fantastic. But it's just not converting into points.
No, but, like, I don't know if it's a skill thing or, like, a luck thing, but they're just not connecting. I mean, like, I think
it might just be some of the vibes right now, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Frontier's starting to pull away a little bit more, so their morale's not going to be up top right now. But they're getting so many good looks, they just can't really capitalize off of it. So
absolutely,
I mean, some of the looks they're also getting are really hard. Like, there's a lot of post fades being seen from what's his name, Cayley, on the other team, which is a great shot, and he's doing good with it, but it's just not connecting.
Yeah,
and a lot of good moves down in the paint and the post work too.
Yeah,
but they just don't go.
It's out for LaValle, sends it into Gray, who can't hook it in. Dion fighting for it, but it's ripped away by Vern Percy. Still a 10-point lead for the Redhawks, so they get stopped on offense this trip.
Lose it again.
Some tough defense being played by Kaimi Taylor.
Absolutely.
As they get it back to his man, over to Noah Arnold. Arnold to his right, pulls the deep two, well short. Dion with the boards.
Very forced shot. Looking more like a throw.
Yeah. So now it's Riggins Kupcha seeing LaValle wide pass to Dion, trying to spin around the double team. It's out top. Taylor, jab, drive, puts up a fade.
Ooh.
Look isn't there. Now here comes the Blue Devils moving fast against Gray. He knocks it down.
Frontier's crowd getting a hit over here in the parents section, actually.
Yeah.
More than the students. I mean,
all wide open.
Yeah.
Dion and one. Oh, and he's been waiting for that one.
You can tell.
Some big stuff from number 13.
Oh, yeah.
Couple subs being made here.
Is that his first point of the night, or am I wrong? I haven't been.
It is his first points of the night. I mean, he's been on and off, but I mean, the role that we've seen in just a couple games that we've covered, but a lot of games that we've watched for JV, Dion's been a very big facilitator as a forward, and I mean, he's been using his body to create some room and then pitch it back out. And 3-point play not there, but feeling good is Braden Dion. After that play, the three-ball contested is hurled off the backboard. That was a very strong shot.
I mean, yeah, I mean, the last two shots they took were really forced. The last one looked like a throw, and that one looked like he was just trying to get the ball off his body. So
LaValle was open for a shot for a second. Oh, my God.
Slipping. Little man.
Malik Thompson, that's number 55. He just checked into the game. He just ripped the ball right out of the hands of Landon LaValle, which is going to be a foul. But, I mean, if that was a clean play, that would have been ridiculous.
I know, right? Insane.
I mean, he tried to run right into him to get a foul, it looked like. But, I mean, LaValle is confident on his throws, makes his first right there.
Nosebleed won't stop him.
I do wonder if it was him who was bleeding before, or if that just happened, like he got bumped on that last play.
I don't know, because he seemed fine before.
Yeah. As with that shot, he's going to break 10 on the night. Zane Cayley moving it up for the Blue Devils. Looking back over, and they swing it around. Some great passing right here. Trying to get the shot off. He's looking for a foul.
It looked pretty clean to me.
Yeah. Only thing I could see was it looked like it might have been a little behind him. And timeout's going to be called by Drury here with 3:46 to go.
Leading by 12, pulling away now.
But still, I mean, like, since that last timeout was taken, maybe like 2 minutes ago now, there hasn't been a big score change.
No.
I think it's been 2 points. 4 points for each team. It's been very, very little. The first quarter, again, you weren't here for this, Braden. Mm-hmm. First quarter ended 8-8.
Yeah.
They were averaging a point a minute in the game, each team. Which is, I mean, that's how it was feeling, I was saying to Tyler, because they were chipping in a lot of free throws. Because, the fouling was really, it was kind of ridiculous. We can see a replay here, that great backdoor feed to Dean Gray. But with 3:46 to go, it's kind of just turning into a defensive game for the Red Hawks, Braden. I mean, they've got the lead that they need to take this game, and they just need to be able to, have some sustained longer shifts on offense and, every once in a while be able to convert and then turn around and stop Drury on the other end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, they've been pretty good on it so far. I mean, they let up a few plays, but the thing is they're just not connecting right now, which is they're lucky for that because I think it'd be a big, closer game. But at the same time, if Frontier shots were connecting, then I think it'd just be the same right now. We wouldn't see much of a difference. Yeah.
Trying to get it in. Going to loft it up high, and it was deflected by LaValle. Now almost lost. Cayley almost ripped it away from Landon. And they're kind of laughing about it together as they jog up the far side of the floor. Kupcha, LaValle, double team quickly. Now the feed. Gray gets stripped. Oh, a big takeaway from Thompson as he leaves it back for Cayley.
Big takeaway.
Thompson trying to set a screen up high. Cayley drives, loses the ball in the near corner. Looking back up top, sees Thompson. Out for a three. Not there.
No good.
And the Red Hawks take it back the other way with now 3 minutes to go. LaValle, open three. Too far. Boards stay with Cusson out to Riggins.
Dean Gray got it.
Gray can't knock it down. Gray on the putback. Short this time. It's just an overcompensation or undercompensation. It's been happening all night. Three ball for Drury, too far from Langenbach. Boards Cusson. 2:40 in the game. A lot of back and forth, not a lot to show for it. Jake Charest waiting in the wings for Red Hawks. Joined now by Jack Kais, and that is a dime down low. Gray can't get the finish, and Cusson fights for the boards. It's going the other way, yeah.
Great effort, though. I mean, another great pass, too, we've seen. Absolute, like, bullet pass right there.
It's beautiful.
From the chest.
And that comes with some great court vision as well.
No, absolutely, yeah.
I mean, both of these these are JV teams,
yeah.
A reminder. And they're both playing, I mean, the score might not reflect it. As we've said many times, they've struggled. That was dangerous.
Yeah.
On converting their offensive possessions. But the level that they're playing at and the chemistry these teams have with each other that's a good steal by the Red Hawks. The chemistry they have and the level they're playing at is remarkable for their age. Backdoor try, Charest can't finish it. It came out of the bucket, loses the ball. Kais is going to go to the nail, and he is all smiles as he hit the floor. Look at the wrestle there, and that's just, I mean, gutsy putback. As Fripp going to check off for Cunningham. Tuzlowski comes in for LaValle. Might have his nose tended to a little bit before the varsity game.
Don't want any more blood on the court, especially for varsity.
And that is going to be the end of the night for J.J. Prenguber. He just fouled out on his 5th. First shot isn't there for Jack Kais. Minute 49 to go in JV as some fans are starting to file in for the varsity game. Kais is going to get his first of the night on that second free throw, chipping in to the total score of 37 for the Red Hawks, 24 for the Drury Blue Devils, as it looks like that's going to be a foul on Charest. Kind of getting his hip in the way.
Yeah.
So current corner was trying to be turned right there. But we've got a great shoot waiting for all of you tonight in the varsity game. We've talked about how exciting we're thinking it's going to be, and that's a deflection. Oh, kept alive by the Blue Devils. But please stay tuned for it. It is going to be a thriller for sure.
Absolutely.
As that is a great drive and a great bucket. Timeout going to be taken here by the Blue Devils. Trying to get some sort of advantage here, I think. I think they're going to try and make one last run at it, Braden.
I think they might. It'll be tricky, but we'll see.
I mean, they're down by 11 right now. So 91 seconds to go in the game. It's a stretch. You got to have a lot go right for you, but I mean, Drury's been a formidable force so far this year.
I mean, hear me out. If the plays that they were doing before start connecting and they make a lot of them now, there's a chance.
It's a totally valid argument. Totally valid.
Because if they get some of those looks again and they connect, then Frontier's got a shot at the money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's going to be a serious time to panic if you're Frontier. But, I mean, stage is set. Frontier does have a bonus in this situation, and they only have they have 4 fouls to give before they send the Blue Devils to a bonus with 91 seconds. Looked like a couple substitutions were made for Frontier. Tuzlowski going to inbound it. Kupcha guarded closely, gets it across to Dion. He's got an opening, sends it across, deflected, saved, it's loose. Drury has it. Oh, that's a big stop on the transition.
Fighting for it there.
And now his shoe is untied. He sends it back out. Now the floater doesn't go. Cayley, and it looks like it's going to stay with the Blue Devils.
I mean, solid attempts we're seeing.
Definitely. A minute 11 to go. Zane Cayley got to get it in. Someone get open. Backdoor feed. It's still there for the Blue Devils. They send it back up top. Driving through traffic. Floater and one. Oh, a huge bucket for Shane Foucher. Only his second of the night, but at a crucial time as the Blue Devils really try and test the Redhawks. The shot will count. Now a 9-point game, trying to make it an 8-point difference. Foucher.
He's got it.
Wow.
I don't know, Mason. It's getting close here in the last minute, 4 seconds here.
Well, this is pretty exciting.
See what's going to happen.
Dion back to Kupcha.
Deep
Lobs
pass.
it. Cunningham is there. Cunningham sends it back up top. Kupcha has Tuzlowski to his right. He drives to his right, behind the back, between the legs. Kupcha deep in the bag, sends it across the court. Kais gets fouled. With 16 left on the shot clock and 45 left in the game. Jack Kais is going to go to the nail for the second time in this game.
Got none to give anymore.
You know, I was watching one of our games from 2 years back when or 3 years back now, I guess, when I first started doing this, Braden, and they had double bonus.
Double bonus?
Double
really?
bonus, yes.
Interesting.
Fouls went up to 10 in a quarter. Yes, I think they might have done it by half and had it to 10. Yeah, Tom's nodding his head. He remembers that. It was interesting. I mean, it's something you don't see anymore.
No, I mean.
Kais misses first and rattles down the second. Now here come the Blue Devils. Last-ditch attempts right here. Zane Cayley looking for someone. Far corner. It's Arnold. Pitches it out. Deep three. Won't go. Kupcha has it. Escapes as they tried to foul him, and they do now right in front of our table with 24 and a half to go.
They were pressing hard, but I think their opportunities closed at this point.
Yeah. I mean, Foucher was looking for a foul before. It did look like he got his hands on him, but ref didn't see it or whatever it may be. Riggins Kupcha at the line. Makes his first. And as much as we've said his name, we used the word facilitator before for Braden Dion.
Mm-hmm.
Riggins Kupcha is the definition of a facilitator for this Redhawks team. That was his first points of the whole game on that free throw. Completely unselfish as Dion rips it away, still with it, sends it up top. Cunningham, now Tuzlowski. He's going to get fouled as they really waited to blow that whistle. It's a 10-point lead now for Frontier as Kupcha went 1 for 2. 13 seconds to go.
Shebang.
LaValle knocks down his first, adding on to his already impressive resume.
Got them both.
Excuse me, that actually wasn't. I thought that I saw LaValle's number up there. That was Tuzlowski, who just knocked down both of those. Put some respect on the man's name as the shot was missed by Cayley out to Kupcha, and he's going to walk it off.
Well, I only saw half the game, but I liked what I saw, Mason.
Very exciting JV game, setting the stage for what will probably be an even more exciting varsity matchup. 41-29, the final score for JV. And in just a few minutes, we're going to come back with the varsity version. Frontier, Drury here at the Nest. It's going down in just a few minutes. We'll be right back. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television.